Good evening, Central Indiana, and welcome to Porch Time Live from JTH Construction Studio, where I am tired. And why are my sponsors all messed up? Hello, Teresa. I gotta see if I'm getting. I wonder if it'll let me go live from two things or monitor from two things. It does. By gosh. Oh. Hello, Teresa. Hang on one second. Gotta get another stand. Gotta get another stand. I wanted to see if my iPad picked that up, but it's doing fine. All right, I'm really pushing my luck tonight with stuff, but anyway, how we doing, folks? Hectic day, but we survived. Hello, Haley. Well, this is like Alice in Wonderland. I left and it was spring, fell down the rabbit hole and climbed into the Arctic blast. That is no kidding, and I'm not happy. I don't know about y'all. The iPad's really messing with me. Hello, Angie. Real quick, we are live at oh, I forgot. This is intentional. This is intentional. Look at that. It's Tid's Comfort System. Hello, Tony. It's Tid's Comfort System. I'm ready. I'm ready for winter, Teresa. JTH Construction Studio, 765-913-8599. Get a hold of Joe Hankins for all your construction needs, and happy birthday, Joe. Stid's Comfort System, 765-346-0195. Get a hold of Caleb Stid. American Basement Solutions, Mr. Larry Ralph, Senior, 1-877-409-2837. Talk to Larry for all your basement and foundation needs. Talked to Larry earlier today. Fathom Real Estate with the Teresa Messmer, who is on here with us. 765-341-8911. Hello, Serena. Hello, Steve. Get a hold of Teresa Messmer for all your real estate needs. Wellspring, Mr. Bob Gooderham's Group, 765-342-6661. Hello, Jack. Now, see, this is the issue. My phone is not showing half of what I'm seeing on my iPad. No, I don't like that. Tommy Walls, Livewire, 765-792-4012. And why did that go to that? Anyway, I'm losing my mind tonight, folks. Just bear with me. Trapper Tim's Nuisance Wildlife Removal and Pest Control, 765-913-7553. Logan's Cosmos, 765-318-3388. Wayman's Furniture Appliance and Mattress, 765-342-4339. The Yard Barber, Andrew Payton, 765-318-4108. Hello, Amber. Hometown Nutrition, Martinsville, 765-315-0738. I did go in there today and get a boosted tea. Love the ladies down there. 2024 Paragon Homecoming Festival, 100-year anniversary, 765-318-0899, August 30th through September 1st. HRC Heating and Cooling, mention this ad and receive $50 off any service, 765-535-0322. All right. Just got out of a meeting about the Jingle Bell Rock Christmas Spectacular and Christmas tree lighting. What's up, Ben? Lots of cool stuff coming this year. That's a dedicated group of people right there. So we're trying our best to improve I'm ready to go south, but roads will be underwater soon. I'll have to boat. So if you see me in the canoe, just know I'm looking for warm weather. I hear you there, Teresa. But yeah, looking forward to, believe it or not, Christmas stuff already. We get out of that meeting and lots of good ideas. There's Corey and Lori. How you doing, CB? Missed a good one tonight, Corey. We went over a bunch of stuff, and we got some new stuff coming for the Christmas stuff and some exciting stuff, and I can't say because they'll get mad at me and say blah, 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 blah. Anyway, we'll have fun with it. Can't wait. Today, had a little wind, had a little rain, lots of flooding. Just got to be careful. Keaton, I'm online. I know you're trying to call, but I'm not answering. Lots of flooding. The roads that normally flood are going to flood. And power's out. I just talked to somebody that said per their website, I think it was Duke, power will be back on by 10 o'clock. Hello, Debbie. So if you're without power, you should have it back on by 10. There's still going to be flooding going on. I think they're talking about the River Creston by Saturday, maybe a little sooner. So don't quote me on that yet. Hello, Jennifer. Pay attention to the EMA page with Abby and Emily. They will guide you right on that. Indiana State is up with 2:46 left, 91-80. They're going to get that win, aren't they, Teresa? Good to go. Thank you for the update. So I haven't turned my TV on. TV watching it was on, and then hello, Whitney, and then got offline for the meeting, and now I'm back. So anyway, what a day. What a weekend, or a week, past few days of storms. I think we're going to calm down a little bit. Now that's awesome. I hope they get the W and get to the championship game. Now we're preparing for the eclipse. Depending on weather, depending on sunshine, if it's going to be sunshine and nice for that fat bitch. What do you think, Caleb? I threw it on when Helms come in, and he was like, I got something better. Hello, Taylor. I was like, I got one. What's up, Eli? So yeah, appreciate it, Caleb. Caleb's did. He's a good man, and he is a sponsor of the show, and we appreciate him being a sponsor. Get a hold of Caleb at Stids Coverage System, 765-346-0195. So he left us some merch. Hello, Tanya. And we get to wear the merch, and I like it. It pops with my red shirt I got on. Does the shirt look orange or red? Because it's bright red. Anyway, it got over my big head, so I'm ready. I want a beanie though, but I mean I can pull it down and roll it up. I'm fashionable tonight, Caleb. I'm on it. Anyway, rough time in parts of southern Indiana and southeastern Indiana. Some tornadoes on the ground. I'll get a hold of Zach after I get off air tonight and see what's up. Hello, Geneva. Hopefully there's no fatalities, but there were some, we missed out. And luckily we missed out because there were some monster storms south of us and further downstate. And I am very happy that we missed out and we don't have to deal with that kind of weather tonight. And then this cold front, snow showers tomorrow evening, if that tells you how fun tomorrow's going to be. So, real quick, this is from the EMA. I talked to Abby earlier. If you have flood damage, if any kind of flood damage, exterior or interior, email, and you might want to type this or write it down, and I'll repeat it a couple times, mcema@morgancounty.in.gov. mcema@morgancounty.in.gov. Email them, or you can call them at 765-342-8467. 765-342-8467. If you have interior or exterior flooding from this weather, contact the EMA. If you need sandbags for whatever reason, go to the fairgrounds, and it's all the way past the track, all the way against the back south fence that faces the houses. There's a pit back there with bags. Gonna be a cold night at Morgan Wallen. Guess I better put my cute shirt on or wear a cute. There you go. Got to jack it up for the Morgan Wallen. Go all the way back to the back fence. There's going to be sandbags available and sand there. In Mooresville, if you need sand, go to the Mooresville Department of Public Works garage, and they should have sandbags there. That should cover the sandbag issue. That'll come up, I guarantee, 3 times tonight in a text from somebody or tomorrow morning. That's just the way it happens. And I get it. Is my hat crooked or is my head crooked? I think my head's crooked. Not surprising. So, that's where we stand on that. The roads that typically flood, they're going to be flooded, and the gates are going to be closed. We got a lot of rain in a brief amount of time. The old saying, don't drown, turn around, it applies. Don't put yourself in a position to where someone's going to have to come save your life because you're endangering yourself And now you've got first responders coming to save your life, and you're putting them in danger. Don't be foolish. It's not worth it. I don't care where you're going or what you're doing. Don't put yourself in that danger. That's covered. And now I totally lost my agenda. Oh, yeah. This weekend, I'm not going to be on as much show-wise as far as guest. Indiana Weather Network people will be on with me. About 3 hours. That's a lot of rain. That's enough rain, and everything around us got that and more, and it all rolls downhill. Hello, Camilla. Indiana Weather Network guys will be in here. We'll be live with them. We may do coffee with Kevin Monday morning here or at the fairgrounds with them, and then we'll be at the fairgrounds. And we got our cornhole boards. That's it. We're going to be set up. That's it. We might have music playing from somebody with the Bluetooth, but that's it. And we're just going to chill out and wait for the eclipse. That's it. I talked to my class today about not playing in the water when it's this fast flowing. Samantha, that's excellent. Excellent. Because they need to know that too. How you doing, Camilla? Yeah, stay out of the water. No reason to get in it. Not at all. So, come join us at the fairgrounds. You're more than welcome. Hang out. You can meet the Indiana Weather Network guys. Zach's going to be there. His crew's going to be there. Hello, Jeff. And we're just going to chill. And they're going to go live from their 100,000 people site. And we'll be live from ours off and on. And that's it. That's what we're going to do. Nothing spectacular. Now, we might bring a grill and cook some food. ISU is going to win the championship. I thought it was a Final Four for them. Is this a championship? So it is a championship. That's awesome. Heard of Woods Fire and Painted Hills. Anybody have any info? Anybody got any info on that out of Painted Hills? Hello, Brenda. That's the first I heard of it, Brad Mikey. Going to the championship, Sam. I'm sorry. I see it. Going to the championship. I misread that, Tricia. Jeff Jesse, how you doing, sir? Anybody have any information on a Painted Hills brush fire, woods fire at Painted Hills? We will ask that as we go forward. Hopefully not. But lots of stuff going on. Busy week. Be patient. There's going to be a lot of strangers in our community. Even if things go south on Monday and it's cloudy, there's going to be a lot of strangers in and around. Even if they're not staying in the community, they're going to eventually come in here to get something to eat, check the stores out. They're killing time until the eclipse. And they don't have a clue where they're going. And with our highway, the interstate right here, they're going to be coming in. So patience. Don't be in a hurry going anywhere, because you're probably going to run into traffic the later we get in the week. Is tomorrow Tuesday or Wednesday? Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah, halfway home. Time flies when you're having fun. Lots of sadness. I'm not going to go over names, but we lost a couple good guys yesterday. One of them I used to play ball against. Watched his son play football. Phenomenal family, good people, and my heart breaks for both families. Just going through that with my brother, that was the first thing I thought of, was that family has to go through what we just did, and that's just heart-wrenching. So prayers for both of those families and all involved. That's tough, man. But that was last night. Hello, Daniel. Lots. Hopefully, none of that. No more of that for a while. That's our community's losing a lot of great people way too early, and I hate seeing it. So, is what it is, and it's just gut wrenching. So that's it as far as, and I'll go back over all the skin here a little bit, but looking forward, as I said at the top of the hour, looking forward to the Christmas event coming up in December. There's going to be a ton of stuff going on, and we will dig into that as we move throughout the year. For us, we've got the eclipse. And of course, show after show after show after show. But we have our golf outing. We'll be out at Foxcliff. And Mr. Mullen has done a magnificent job to that course. And he's got brand new carts in. We need some more teams and some more sponsors, whole sponsors. Message myself or message Beth. Get your business out there. Hello, Ashley. We'll talk about you on air. We'll take a picture of your sign and post it. And if you want to, thank you for the stars, Ashley. That is very nice of you. If you want to come on air, let me know, and we'll interview you on air while we're out there. Talk about your business. We do it every year. It is a fun day. We will have about 36 teams, and it'll be a long day and fun day, and for a great cause, the Deputy Tim Coriel Porch Time Golf event. And hello, Wendy. I want to honor my brother every year we can with that event, and it helps raise scholarships in two fields, in law enforcement and communication. And it's just a great deal. Beautiful location. Doug does a wonderful job, and we work our butts off that day to make it right and make it go smooth with that many people. So that's coming up at the end of April. And then it's concert time. Concerts. And I've got that list over there. I love that more sponsors are setting up now. I know, Teresa, you were the original, though. Teresa was the original. Teresa walked out to the middle of a golf course and set up every time by herself. Nobody else did. So Teresa has been with us every step of the way as far as the golf outings go. And I think we threw the first one together in about 2 weeks. Yes, I'm tired. It's been a long week. And it's Wednesday almost, and sleep has been deprived. That's okay. That's okay. No rest for the wicked. Is that it? Is that the phrase I'm looking for? So, looking forward to the golf outing, and there's more stuff coming up that I would like to do. We've got the fair, the fall foliage, the concerts. We're trying to squeeze out a couple other things this year. There's some things that I personally would like to do. Hello, Trina. Trina, I got to come see you. I really do. I need to come see you. At the Nail Shack. Am I right by saying that? I need to break down and come see Trina. And just have her go at it. Hello, Lena. So, I've been waiting. It makes it sound kind of scary that you know I'm coming. I need to, seriously. I mean, I'm no joking aside. No joking aside. How you doing, Lena? And I will message you when I get up here. Yes, maybe I need to come and join you again so we can talk about. No, we're not talking about toes on air. You can come in. I mean, I don't mind that. If I don't have a show. Hello, Christine. But no, we're not. No toe talk. Toe talk's off limits now. We'll address the issue and we'll move forward and go forward with it. But we're not bringing in Tina's greatest clips from Toe Talk. I'm good, tired, ready to go to bed. Christopher Fuller, hello. I'm tired of storms. I'm glad the storm's over. I'm glad we're back to winter. We're going to set the tree up again tomorrow. Snow showers tomorrow evening. Hello, power back on or a generator? My power never went out. But maybe others have questions and I have answers. We'll have you on once a month if you want to have the Trina show. I don't mind. We'll schedule a date. I booked my first May show tonight. It's not actually a show, it's a meeting. So I'm about a month ahead. How's weather in Martinsville? Columbus is crazy. It's finally calm here. Hello, Kevin. Trina's show is fun. I know, she's an excellent guest. Ashley, it's very calm and cold here now. Yes, we want to set the tree up because it's going to snow tomorrow night. It's very calm. It's windy and chilly now. Let's put it that way. You look. I am tired. I'm not going to lie. About 7 hours sleep the last 2 nights. Last night I didn't sleep well at all. I was trying to stay awake. What was funny was I was on here and Zach called in. He said, no, I'm going to bed and my guys are going to take it. And I'm going to get some rest and be up early in the morning because we thought a line was going to come through about 4 or 5 o'clock. Hello, Pam over in Illinois. So, yeah, Power and Peregrine, there you go. I think it's all coming back on. The rest of it should be on by 10, which we got to be getting close to 10 now. It's 9:10. So about 2 a.m., I text Zach because he was on. I said, you're still awake. You know, he was. And I think I went to bed about 3:30 or right before the next line came in. And I didn't get an alert from Zach. I didn't get any weather alerts. And I was like, it must just going to be a storm. And so I kind of dozed and half awake and half asleep through all that. And then I slept through my coffee with Kevin hour and got up late. My alarms were going off. Power's back on good, Wendy. Trent called 3 times. I wasn't hearing it. So I got about 3.5 hours, maybe. Not straight, but I got about 3.5 hours. So, yeah, I'm a little tuckered out. And the night before, I got about 4. So, glad the storms are over. Hello, Jennifer. Glad everybody's getting their power back on, and hopefully everybody will get back on tonight, because it's going to get nippy. Down in the 30s, I believe, tonight and tomorrow night, with a chance of snow showers tomorrow evening. Yes, snow showers. The last frost typically is not to mention half the radar site went down during the night. That's what I heard. I got a text from Zach at like 3-ish, and he said, we're blind, radar's down. And like, what is he talking about? So radar went down at some point in time last night. Couldn't sleep during the storms. The dog was going crazy. Good old Indy, right? So, yeah, the radar went down all over. No snow. I'm done. Yeah, snow showers tomorrow evening. I'm not making that up. I don't want it either. But the last typical frost is around the 12th, 13th, 14th of May. So we've got over a month where we could get a little of the white stuff. No storm that's going to hang around, but it happens. Rain changing to some snow flurries tomorrow evening. Yep. Via the National Weather Service. I'm just not some kooky old guy making that up. I read it and I verified it. I was like, am I seeing things? I'm a kooky old guy, but I didn't make that up. So yeah, and the wind sounds like old man winter out there tonight. But I'm still sleeping with my fan on, and I'm not turning my heat on. There's no way. Remember the year it snowed at the 500? Yes, I do. It was 45 with snow flurries. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Remember that very well. Al Jr. won that race. It's been snowing here in eastern Iowa since about any accumulation, or is it just snowing and melting when it hits the ground, Christine? Going to Michigan to see Kane Brown in concert. I hope they're getting snow from this system right now. I guarantee it. Hello, Zandra. It's so funny. The phone can pick up some people. Gas prices took a nice jump, of course. But have a good evening. We are supposed to get snow tomorrow, Pam. You have a good evening, too. And be safe. Great. Yep. There's Rick and Debbie Finney. How you doing, Rick? So, yeah, going to get a little rain, a little snow tomorrow evening. And then I hope it starts clearing off and warming up for the eclipse weekend. We want good weather. I know some people are panicking about this, but it's coming. It's going to happen. So you might as well embrace it, and hopefully our business will thrive and people will spend money from out of town. And it's a win-win-win. Not too busy, but enough to keep people busy. Our restaurants are full. That's what we want. That's what we want as a community out of this. And we want them to feel welcome, hey, this is our home. This is welcome to stay here for a few days in the community. I need to find a reason to move out of state to warmer weather. My reason is it's going to snow tomorrow. That's the only reason I need. Hey, we are late to the party. Sorry, that's all right, Rick and Debbie. We have a lot of thick slush because temperatures hanging around 34 degrees, but about 30 minutes into Wisconsin, they had over 4 inches. Wow. Rick, that's all right. I'm just jibber jabbering. I'll go back over all the stuff that I did here before we get to the end. 4 inches of snow on the ground in Wisconsin. Nope. No, thank you. That's crazy. Everyone's safe too. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about the tornadoes down in southern Indiana. I know some huge storms went through south of Seymour. So I mean, they weren't far from us. And then into Louisville and Madison area and areas down to our south and east. I forget where there was a couple. Georgetown was a tornado, and then there was another one. There was tornado warnings all around that area late this afternoon from that system that went through. So hopefully no fatalities. Huge earthquake in Taiwan, I think 7.4. That is a biggie. That'll have a tsunami effect somewhere, I guarantee it. That's not good. Hey, with Monday coming up at the eclipse, you never know what's going to happen, folks. Attica, maybe. I'm not for sure, Wendy. That doesn't sound right. From what they may have one there, but that not the name I'm trying to remember. With the eclipse coming up on Monday, nothing's off the table. It just seems like it's crazy times, folks. So, didn't get to the gym tonight. I could go now. I'm tired. I think I'm going to go to bed when I get off here, and I'm going to go to sleep. You guys not buying that, are you? I'm going to try to go to sleep. But no storms tonight. We can sleep through the night. Has the weather forecast changed for Monday? It's changed every day. Every day I look at it, Rick. It's not in the vicinity, but not Evansville itself. One day it's cloudy, the next day it's sunny. One day it's cloudy, the next day it's sunny. I've been looking at it for 2 weeks now, and it changes every day. Now I think it's partly cloudy. But even if it's cloudy, it's going to get dark. You're just not going to be able to actually see the eclipse. You're going to see the effects of the eclipse. But people want to see that. People want to see the effect, the full effect, and I get it. Part of it, but I really, honestly, I don't care. It's not that big a deal to me, but it is what it is. You know, there's people coming in from Hawaii. And I'm like, wait a minute. They leave Hawaii to come see darkness, and we leave Indiana to go to Hawaii to see sunlight. I don't get it. There's people staying here in town from California, driving their RVs, and it just keeps, I don't know. A, I wouldn't have the money I would want to spend on something like that, and B, it's not for an eclipse. Are you kidding me? So, Monday forecast will change up until it happens, but I can't wait to watch your live of the eclipse. Now, I'm not going to be filming it with I'm not burning my iPad up. Zach will have the live eclipse. How many cloudy forecasts will change the numbers? Well, see, here's what Zach told me. He said, he's going to stay here. They're staying here Saturday night, maybe, and Sunday night. But Sunday afternoon, he's going to set his stuff up in here. If he's forecasting clouds all day Monday, he's driving the route of the eclipse and finding sunlight somewhere. And so he said he could end up in southern Texas. They're going to get in their car and go. And I think a lot of people will do that. But they're going to be in this area first. You only get 85% in Iowa. So there's going to be a lot of folks here, and if it's going to be cloudy, they will leave Saturday or Sunday and head towards the sunlight zone. Or vice versa. We could be the sunlight zone, and you could have a lot of folks downrange coming this way on Sunday night. Oh, yes, Christine, we will share it to the Porch Site page, 100%. So it could be insane. It could be 150,000. It could be 75,000. But as we were talking tonight at the meeting, yes, busy weekend. As we were talking tonight at the meeting, like the Indianapolis 500 could hold 250,000, I think, plus in the infield. 350,000, 400,000 people can go to that race. But that's a mile oval with like 20 different exits that go to hundreds of different streets. all through Indianapolis. We've got 2 roads here, 67 and 69. That's it. In and out. Now, they're not going to take, I mean, you can take Lincoln Hill and you can take Low Gap and the Morgan Monroe Forestry Road and all that, old 37, but you're going to end up on 69 on one of them, 69 or 67, or wherever you go. Pretty much. Hello, Tina. And not just our county, all the counties along this path. I hate we're here, but we're going to have big open sky, not a tree in sight. It's going to be awesome. Ashley, that's what people are looking for. You might have squatters come in your yard. You never know. That did happen when the last time this happened, just a few years ago, in farm areas and places like that. Yeah. Hello, Abriana. So hello, Tina. It's gonna get busy. And it's gonna get crowded. But can't stop it. Can't stop it. Might as well embrace it. Look for a way to, hello, Reba. Look for a way to make some cash out of it for our community and charge them for parking and sell bathroom passes. $100. I mean, I'd set up my yard for $100. Go ahead. I'm not letting them come in and use my bathroom. They can pee in the corner or pee outside, but we're not selling toilet paper here. Sorry. That stuff's like gold right now. But yeah. We're good. We're good. We got through the storms. We're in good shape. So it's gonna be a busy weekend, and I would start rent a porta potty, right? I would say starting tomorrow evening, Thursday, we're gonna start seeing a little influx of people. See, that's the thing. And the snowstorm we just had was a precursor to this. 69 got shut down because of a wreck. 67 was shut down basically because wrecks. So I saw the forecast up to 10 million people could possibly come to India. Wouldn't doubt it. The wind is very bad tonight. So let's say 69 and 67 get backed up. They're going to GPS, and they're going to hit Blue Bluff. They may hit Lincoln Hill. They may hit Low Gap. They may hit Old 37, depending on which direction they're coming from. Maybe 144, maybe 252, maybe 44, maybe Wilbur Road, maybe 42. But those areas are going to fill up quickly also. When you're talking about normal day traffic and an extra 125,000 people in the community. So hello, Allie. It's going to get interesting. And I keep saying around the city, I think we're going to be fine. You as well, Brianna. But I think if you venture outside the city limits, you may run into some traffic and some issues like that. I think they'll be people coming to the city. Walmart's probably going to be busy. That's why I'm saying go shopping tomorrow. If you need necessities, go shopping tomorrow. Get your meals through Monday tomorrow. Hello, Heather. Because these people got to eat. I thought about coming there, but I didn't want to fight for traffic. It'll be more fun to, right. There you go. Martinsville is going to have a big issue with traffic. Hello, Patty. When they shut 37 down and they ran all the traffic down through town, remember that first day when they broadcasted they were going to do it and everybody forgot. Exactly, Rick. Doesn't take a lot. Not on the smaller back roads. When everybody forgot they were going to do it and they shut down 60 or 37, and that first day of all that traffic, that was a nightmare. That was a freaking nightmare. So you're basically, hello Joyce, you're basically going to have that scenario for about a 3 to 4 day period. And every street around, not just one. If that many people come here, depending on the weather. If we have sunshine, I hope everybody's got sunshine. Because you don't want us to be the central Indiana to be the sunshine hub and everybody in the country coming here. Oh yeah. That's the way I was going to Bloomington. I was like, holy cow. That was crazy. Old 37 And Low Gap is where all we knew to go because we know Old 37 was going to be busy. Well, all we that knew was there was everybody was taking it. All the old timers from around here. I still like that trip. How you doing, Joyce? Is it just me or does everyone else feed keep getting interrupted? I don't see that on my end. Hey, love that you stay in my county bear. Hopefully we'll see it. Gonna stay. Yep. 30 Vine Bypass was a parking lot. Love that you used my old mural for your background. Sally, I wish we could keep that mural. That is a beautiful painting and a perfect representation of our community. I'm the one that was complaining that that needs to be on a billboard south of town and north of town, inviting people in. I love it. It is a beautiful painting, and you did a marvelous job with that. 39 Bypass was a parking lot. Heard the city rented 150 porta pots. I'll check on that. I have not heard that. That bad snow where people were off the road, very curvy. Yes. What roads were shut down in town? I remember reading something. That I don't know yet, specifics on that. And I don't want to say A, B, and C because I don't know. I don't know the exacts on that. Sally, I wish we could make that happen. I offered that up and even would do a fundraiser to have it happen, and nobody balked on it. Everybody balked on it. Hello, Natasha. Hello, Robert. How are we doing, Natasha? I seen I got invited to a page of yours. I felt special. I felt special. Sally, we love that mural all around town. You did great. Yes. I was in line at McDonald's one day and I snapped that photo because I was like, that is the coolest picture of our community that I've ever seen. And that was long before I did Porch Time, made the page. And then one day I was making the page. I was like, you know what? I've got the perfect picture. Trimmed it down a little bit, stuck it up there, and it's been there ever since. And I love it. And I wish we had monuments at both ends of the community welcome people into our area on the highway with that as a background. I feel like I'm going to burp. Got one stuck. I'm so professional here. But anyway, wonderful depiction of the city. Hello, Sarah and Desi. Mr. Powell, how you doing, sir? Is anybody else? Christina, is that only you jumping around? You probably got weather issues up there, though. That's when I'm out there. Out there. Yeah. Hey, we spent many nights cruising McDonald's right through that area. Jordan Hall, how you doing? That's what I was thinking, weather. How you doing, Sarah? But anyway, the good old days. The good old days. How you doing, Mr. Powell? Spent a lot of nights driving around that McDonald's. Ordered me a Mac rib and a Dr. Pepper. And some fries. I don't think you couldn't duplicate what we used to do back then. Hello, Taylor. How are you, dear? The good old days of cruising McDonald's. So much has changed. Yep. Hi from Mackenzie. Hello, Mackenzie. We kept them open. I miss those days around. Oh yeah, 100%. Now you're too busy about clipping toes, Trina. See, the lot. Yep. How you doing, Taylor? We used to keep Gaddy's open. I remember when Gaddy's first opened up. It was a hangout. And then they're like, okay, you can't just come in here and order pop. You got to order something. So they started selling pizza by the slice. So we'd go in there and order pizza by the slice and chew on one pizza for the 2 hours, and there'd be 60 kids in there, especially after a football game. And then hello, Michelle. Days of 99-cent gas. I tell my kids I used to put $20 in my car. I know it, Taylor. It is very sad. Man, you think about that. So much has changed since you guys have left, and it's just heart-wrenching. Wouldn't be the same now without you-know-who coming in and seeing you guys. Him and I ate there several times together. But yeah, I tell my kids all the time I'd put $20 in my car at the beginning of the week, and I'd be fine. Yeah. 100%. But so much has changed since then. Technology's gotten better and the price has gone up. Technology's gotten better to make it easier to refine petrol and gas and oil and all that, but the price goes up. We would go to Tiny's after the game, then change to Greek's, Sergeant Pepper's. Mark, true story. I loved Big O's, Tiny's to Big O's, and I came home on leave and I literally froze a pizza and put it in my duffel bag on my, that they check in. And you're talking back this in the 80s. And I took that frozen pizza back to Germany with me and took it out and heated it up when I got back. I didn't care if it was going to kill me or not. I was going to eat it. An entire pizza from Big O's. Took back to Germany with me. Play a lot of Space Invaders. Yes, sir. Miss those days. Steve tells a story about McDonald's and the teen years that I'm not sure the statutory period is over. Right. Yeah. That McDonald's, and as a kid, I still remember going to we call it IGA South, Defender 2, and going into the deli in there and getting the absolute best chicken, and they had brownies, and you could play whatever video, Tempest I think they had in there, but sit there in the window and watch people going into IGA. That was the best chicken. That was so fun to go in there. Yeah, those were the days. I was just a kid then. But we'd go in there and get chicken. Random question, what happened to the Coke or Pepsi machines? They were everywhere in Morgantown. Not one left now. That I don't know. Maybe sales have dropped down to nothing anymore. You don't see Coke or you don't see pop machines around anywhere. Eating at break time during that's good. Eating at McDonald's during break time from 3D. 3D, Big Danners. IJ had the best donuts on the weekend. I gotta go Eswell Bakery. Hello, Shauna. Eswell Bakery, I wish was still open to this day. You had to get there early to get the biscuits and gravy, or you didn't get it. Coolers. You didn't get it because it sold out. Eswell was so good. Coolers. I'm missing that one, Jeff. 3D Blue Light Special. Brad Bell's just right. The best freaking fries on the planet. Tell me I'm wrong. Discount Danner's Department Store, 3D. There you go. Where's the Gregg Township one? Hang on, I didn't see that. Got a pop machine at Gregg Township Fire Department. Eswell was good too. Different kind of donuts for each place. Yes, I'm just we lived up the hill at Grassy Fork, and I would hit Eswell's every day. Hello, Lorena. So yeah, Eswell's was the bomb. But I do remember in stores, I do remember going to that IGA over there, south, and getting brownies in the afternoon, and you get chicken. Kmart, Mars, Little Caesars. What was the arcade? Enterprise. The Enterprise. That was always packed. That was always packed. Oh, I know it. Do you guys remember that there was a Taco John's originally where Domino's is now? Yep, the old Enterprise, Brad. We had a Taco John's for like a week. And I love Taco John's to this day. Steve says Eswell is the reason he's a diabetic, but he would do it all over again. Chocolate milk and 2 donuts. Between that and Maxwell's Open Pantry with chicken there. Eswell's Triangles. Everything was good there. I have some cabinets available for someone who wants them from the old roller rink. I think we're in the roller rink. Mark, that's awesome. Take a picture of those and post them on the page. Somebody will want them, I guarantee it. Taco John's. It was here for about a week. And then I found the one down at Bloomington. And I was like, I'll drive down there and get those potato olays. Those were freaking phenomenal. Dairy Boat. You guys remember that? My mom used to work there a long time ago. Long time ago. 80s were the best. I love the memories. Brad, I agree 100%. Different era. Stay out all day, all night. Just had potato olays on Saturday. They're phenomenal. Sleep out in your backyard. Now, how many kids do that? Camp out in their backyard. We did that stuff. Throw a tarp over a clothesline and throw a blanket down and sleep in your backyard. Good old days. You wouldn't dare do that now. Not a chance. Oh, yeah, Alicia. Loved it. We camped out all the time in the backyard. Wait till mom and dad go to bed, and then we'd terrorize the neighborhood till 2 or 3 in the morning. It's Timmy's fault. I blame him. He used to do it all the time. Grassy Fork, we camped out all the time. But we were in the woods. All the time. Good stuff. We built forts in the woods. Oh, yeah. Shot each other with BB guns. Roasted chicken, rolled pantry, Bob potato wedges were the best. Mark, you and I walk the same path, bud. I'm just telling you right now. Those chicken legs from that place, I'm not putting any business down in town right now, but those are the best. That was the best chicken ever. I don't know what they put in it. Hello, Londa. But that was the best freaking chicken ever. I don't know what they did to it, but the Colonel Sanders had nothing on Village Pantry's chicken. Nothing. I remember sixth grade football or 7th grade football. I mean, and we had a few hour or so to kill. We would walk down the porch light 100%. Yeah, if you were late coming in with the porch light on, yeah, Dad was gonna wear you out. But you're gone all day. You're gone all freaking day. Garden hose, and somebody'd hand you a bologna sandwich with ketchup, and you'd eat it with dirty hands, and that was it. That's what we did. If you had cheese on it, they were rich. Mom, Dad, we had bologna with cheese today. They put Fritos on it. Real Fritos. Not the IGA Fritos. We were out playing all day. Oh, yeah. Played every sport you could freaking imagine. And if you got bored with it, you made your own games. No porch lights out in the sticks. We'd left with the saltine crackers and the peanut butter. There you go. Go cheese. Oh, yeah. Remember Bessie's? I'm going to get to that. I'm trying to catch up here all day. Bessie's was at the bottom of the hill at Grass, going up the hill past Sharman Estates, right there on the right. That was the sweetest lady ever. We stopped at. That's where we shopped for groceries because we lived up at Grassy Fork. Mom and Dad stopped in there every night at Bess. Kool-Aid from a stand for her. Popsicle. Yep. I remember going to Hayes Market, Bloomington. The butcher always wore an apron. I always decorated to know if you want to meet. Yeah. Nowadays, you'd see him shut down in a New York minute. Yep. You can't do that now. Bessie's 3-acre market. Loved it. And she'd cut that bologna as thick as you'd want. That's summer food right there. Chop it up thick. We used to make the Battle of the Network Stars. Of course, my brother and I would race all day. There you go. We'd shoot each other with BB guns. We'd just go in the woods and good luck. Whoever finds the first one going to get it. Through my older brother and younger brother, heck yeah. That was good stuff. Hello, Don. Those are the days. And you know what? I'd go back to them right now. I'd get rid of these phones and go back to it right now. We'd sneak over to Sharman. We had permission because we took care of the land over there. But old man Lanham would pull up. Who's out there? and you wouldn't say anything, and he'd cuss. He'd come running down there with a flashlight. Why didn't you tell me, Coriel? Who do you think? Every night you come out here, we're out here swimming. Not supposed to be in the lake. Riding back up that hill to Charmin was tough. Yeah, that's a doozy. Now, Grassy Fork Lane, that'll kill you. I wrecked going down that thing, hitting them speed bumps. My dad said, back in the day, that a lot of ding-dong ditching too, yeah. Back in the day, that area at Grassy Fork Lane, that was road in and out. But that area in through there, he said was mushroom heaven. Whoever owns it or whoever wants to sneak back there. But he said they used to carry them out of there in bags. Yellow sponge. He said that was mushroom heaven before they cleared a lot of it out. Right there along Grassy Fork Lane before you crest the hill and go into Charmin. So if you're brave and you want to go looking, that's where you want to go look. But he said that they used to carry them out there in bags, mushrooms. Mom has Tupperware molds in the kitchen made for your own popsicles. There you go. Yeah, we would ride our bikes down the backside of Grassy Fork into Charmin and go into town or to the Y that way through Grassy Fork Lane because it wasn't as traveled and everybody was slow because of the hill. Billions of toads in Charmin. That is not a lie. What up, Seth? How you doing, Dalton? We're just reminiscing now. Bubbles and that was a senior prank about every year, wasn't it, Brad? And I think the last one did it in when they put extra amount of soap and that shut down 37. That was funny. What's up, Seth? We're just reminiscing. We're just going over. We're showing our age in here tonight. The good old days. Remember Fred's? Fred's used to be Forky's, but it was where everybody went after church, at breakfast, and it was packed. You could not get a seat in there. If you got a seat in there, you were lucky. Pizza Hut was packed every Friday and Saturday night. Hello, Deborah. Packed. Like no room. Those are the good days. I think we had 3 stoplights. 2 on the square in Ohio Street. Maybe 252. Busy Bee, yep. I think that was the name of it. Corner of Ohio and Poston Road. Poe's Cafeteria, Brad. Best trick ever at Poe's was you went there and you ordered the rolls for Thanksgiving. I'm restless. Seth, I am too. I'm always restless. Fred's little plastic monkey, yep. At Poe's, yep. They used to give the little plastic monkeys out and little figurines out at Poe's too. But we'd order the biscuits for Thanksgiving. Pick them up. A&W at Poe's, yep. Those were the good days. Those were the good days. Plastic rings from Poe's, I think. Hello, Mina. We could have a reminiscing show anytime we want. We're doing one now. We would drive the convertible to Big to Bloomington, to the winter, the top down, go to the ice cream, and can't get that name of the place. We would always hit Bloomington, go to the mall, and hit White Castle coming out, and then get a bag of 24, and then Red Pop. Do you remember the airport landing strip behind Poe's? Behind Fred's, I do. Not behind Poe's. They both were close to each other. I remember the landing strip by the McDaniel building. Yes, remember freshest big boy in town. Kelly's Airport, was that it? Behind Fred's, I remember that, the airstrip. Hello, Keaton. When you called, I was on air, buddy. Yeah, I remember the airport behind Fred's. Oh, Poe's, I do remember Poe's in Mooresville. What's up, Luke? There he is, guy who doesn't call. I was on air when you called. Skydivers there. Yeah. Back there by the McDaniel building. It used to be called K's before Poe's. Trina. I don't remember that. What's up, Luke? Hello, Keaton. I'll get a pass. Pose and airport. Okay, Pose and Mooresville had the airport. I'm getting it mixed up, Mark. Thank you. I do not remember the airport at Mooresville. I remember the strip out here we still got. We had a jumper from an airplane. He landed in my mom and dad's backyard. With shoot, let's hope. You're related to all the Poes? I do have a serious question. If you can call me, I will, Keaton, when I get off here. I promise you. About one every couple months, my dad, he would up the way of the record call, and he would tell my mom before leaving to come in, he would get a pizza from someplace and bring it home. And it was good. I have no idea. Probably Tiny's. Yes, with the parachute. I'm double checking, Trina. You never know. What's up, Dalton? We see Dalton Leeds. Good times. Make him a pinky promise or he won't do it. I'll call him back. If not, he'll yell at me next time I call him. Uncle Kevin, you didn't call me back. I'll call him. What's the beanie? Stid's Comfort Air. Stid's Comfort Systems. He gave us these, and I was just wearing it. Sponsoring. Showing him I appreciate it. Plus, you know, I've got no hair. Let's keep my head warm. Beth turned the air conditioner on here tonight. We had a Christmas tree meeting in here. He's gonna forget. No, I'll call him. And there's probably about 10 of us in here, and it got warm. Beth turns the air conditioner on. I was like, dude, are you serious? I was cold all day. For some reason. He picked up where Timmy left off, not answering his phone. That is not true. Timmy, you couldn't get on the phone. You could not. You had to text him, and then maybe get a text back. I would always get him in the afternoon because he knew I was coming home from work and we were going to go eat somewhere. But yeah, you couldn't call him during the day. Forget it. I got to go. I'll call you back. Whatever. That was a running joke. Yep. Somebody just sent me a message. Who was that? I think I saw you drive. I was in town the other day. Not with me. I wasn't eating with Rob. Hello, Misty. Hello, Bradley. Yeah, that's what his thing. I'm serving up work. Gotta go. Last time I went with dinner with Rob was at the Mexican restaurant, but I have not been for a while. Mr. Quakenbush, how you doing, sir? We're just reminiscing. I worked at IGA downtown. My dad did the same thing. I'm teaching class. I'll call you back. Never got a call back, right? Hello, Kidna. I worked at the IGA downtown, and we had a blast. It was Kelly's at Mooresville behind the airport, and his parachuting all weekend before it was Pose. I worked there. Who said that? Oh, Patty said that. Wow. Mooresville crowd in the house. I think it's a must for all of them, right? I don't remember much about the Poe. Tony, Mark, remember she had been the best produce ever, but yep. Bess was a sweet lady. Sweet lady. Loved that store. 3 Acre Market. Bottom of the hill. Kelly's. I don't remember that. I do remember Ponderosa being in Mooresville, and I'm still mad at them for shutting that down to this day. Because when my kids were little, we took them to Ponderosa all the time. They loved it. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you very much. Christine, you have a great night, dear. Sleep well. Be safe. Ponderosa and Mooresville was the best. Everybody loved IGA Donuts, but I was an Eswell guy. Eswell Bakery was... IGA had their own bakery. And they had chicken, and they had brownies at the one south. Reagan stopped there to eat at the... Headed to bed, Ashley. Good night. Be safe. Ponderosa was the best. I'm telling you. I don't know how it closed. Every time I went in there, it was packed. When you have 3 girls under the age of 7, and they all want something completely different, you go there. No, IGA South, the Save-A-Lot. I'm sorry. We saw President Reagan at Ponderosa. They took down the Reagan mural in Mooresville. Don't know why. For some reason, every time I had a cousin get married, my grandma would take us to Ponderosa. Hey, I'm not mad at that. Eswell Bakery was great. It was fantastic. But when Mooresville closed Ponderosa, I had an issue with Mooresville. I didn't want to drive past it anymore. Not getting any more of my business. Because Ponderosa took a lot of my business. Miss those days. Good food. Good food. I'll tell you how old I am. I can remember going to J.C. Penney's down in the basement and shopping for school clothes. Yeah, Kelly's is a little bit before me, Patty. I remember going to J.C. Penney's downtown Martinsville and shopping for school clothes. That's what I said earlier, Tony. Best chicken. Now, the best chicken in town was Village Pantry on Morgan. But the chicken at IJ South was delicious. And were the brownies. But y'all don't remember that J.C. Penney's downtown. I think it's a law office now. Right in that area. East side of the square. You guys remember the theater before it became Super Sports? Wasn't there a store in the big red liquor store? Beanie Neal's is the only one I remember there, Mark. Which was a liquor store, but I was a kid then. I remember that. I went to a movie once where Super Sports was at the theater. I just don't remember it. We didn't venture out. We were Martinsvillians. We didn't travel to Mooresville back then. Dad wouldn't go to Mooresville. He'd go to Bloomington. We didn't go to Mooresville. Yep. Mina. That is correct. That roasted chicken was phenomenal, Tony. Those chicken legs were unbelievable. Yes, I saw that, and I joined that group right off the bat, Rick. I was like, Eswell Bakery, we're in that. I want to see if they make that biscuits and gravy. That's good stuff. Yes, there was JCPenney's. I love Newberry's. Newberry's was the best. I feel so left out. There is an age requirement for this episode. All right, Seth. Remember when... All right, see if you remember this one. Remember when Burger Chef became Hardee's? Mr. Hedrick was the manager of Burger Chef. And it was the greatest place ever. We're showing our age. A lot of us. A lot of us. Hello, Shelley. We didn't have a lot. Hardly anyone remembers when Bamboo Chinese was on me. I do remember Penny was at the theater. Penny, yeah. Penny's and Newberry's, yeah. Bamboo House. Wasn't that Butt on Your Burger? What was his name? Burger Chef and Jeff. Yep. I'd take the old Walmart over the new one. I used to have to Hardee's in Mooresville. Miss that place. Hi, Shelley. I was born in 96, so I don't remember. That's born in 96. I remember Fred's was original Frisch's. Yes. Double Happiness was the Chinese place I was thinking of downtown. Howard, Double Happiness. Yes. And then the theater was downtown, and then you had Hey Biggs, and you had... I do remember that, Keaton. I don't remember the Bamboo House. And then you had Smaltz's. We had a Lord's clothing store in the square, ladies and lassies. I was manager of Jack's Pizza for a while as a part-time gig. And Wayman's was Terrell's Furniture and Appliance. I remember it being Terrell's. Just Right had the best French fries. Yes, they did. Hands down. Yes, they did. Western Auto, Jefferson Street. It was 171 North Main across the old Lice branch. I used to work for Howard at Double Happiness. Did you really? You want butter on your burger? Just right before Burger Chef, now Hardee's. He would ask you if you butter on your burger. I'm like, well, no. What? Now it's Culver's and you want it. No, I don't want no butter on my burger. You want butter on your burger? Double Happiness. Those were good days. Back then, you had to potluck to get across Ohio Street on the highway and 252. You worked at the bamboo. Where was the bamboo house at, Tony? Refresh my memory. We would go upstairs and look at the toys. Yep. What was a diner downtown your mom always? That was Martinsville Kitchen. Dairy Boat. Mom used to work at the Dairy Boat on 39, Deborah. Sears. What did I say? JCPenney's? What did Sears? What? It was JCPenney's, Shelley. Vietnam. Sears was across from Newberry's later on, but JCPenney's was the department store on the center of the square on the east side. Sears was across the way. Do you swim across Lake of Charming Beach to be? Oh, heck yeah. You could wade out halfway. Just right for 92. Oh, Wendy, you got to go back further than that. We always went to the smaller beach, the other end, and you would go all the way to the other beach, Mark. There's a good crappie hole out there, too. Good crappie hole off the dam over by Doc Jones's. Yeah, Sears is now apartment buildings. But JCPenney's, that wasn't always Sears there, though. What was that, Mark? Before it was Sears. Wasn't that something else? Newberry's was the best. Where you could wade, right? The back beach, yes. And you could go all 100 yards out. Easy. What was the old Sears building before it was Sears? Never share your fishing spot. Or your mushroom spot. I thought it was something else other than Sears. It's apartments now. But I thought it was something different. Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. But Newberry's was the best. Hello, Madison. Newberry's was the best. The absolute best. It's all different now. Anyway, recap, and then I'm going to go to bed, or at least attempt to sleep. No storms the rest of the night. It's going to snow some tomorrow evening. Chance of snow. If you want sandbags, it's a fairgrounds all the way against the fence on the south end. If you need them in Mooresville, contact the Mooresville Department of Public Works. If you have any water damage, interior, exterior, get a hold of the EMA at this email, mcema@morgancountyN.gov. Or call 765-342-8467. Other than that, I'm done. Been a long 2 days. Ministry Center, yep. That burnt down. I remember being at Dad's when I got out of the military. I was home. I may have been out or on leave when that place burnt down. I'm a fuddy-duddy. I'm ready to go to bed. I need more than 3 hours sleep tonight. Is tomorrow Wednesday? Tomorrow's Wednesday. No storms, thank God. We'll have a reminiscence. We'll have a night. I'll tell you what, later in the week we'll do this again and I'll post it. And we'll do a walk down memory lane night. Love you guys. each and every one of you. Appreciate you supporting the group. Big things on the Christmas stuff. Huge things coming up for the Christmas thing this year in December. I know it's ways off, but the meeting tonight, just phenomenal stuff. We're putting a lot of good stuff into it. Can't wait for Christmas. I can't wait for it to be warm enough where I walk outside and not go, Love you guys. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. I will make it. This morning I went to bed at 3:30 and slept through my alarm clock and 3 phone calls at 6:30. So my apologies. Was no coffee with Kevin, but it was sleepy time with Kevin. You guys are the best. Love you. See you guys at 6:30 in the morning. Have a good night.